Y'all are acting like you're shocked because True Draco won a 500-man YCS. What a cumulative standpoint for discussion today, because the amount of people that are like, RIP Masterpiece, I can't believe you're finally going on. There's no indicator whatsoever that this YCS is even going to be remotely considered as part of the chopping block for developing the ban list. Really, we all know that if anything needs to get touched, it's more than likely card demise. We've had this discussion, but I wanted to talk about the YCS here and then give you guys some of my viewpoints. So, Salt Lake City, 500 people, very expensive destination to go to. Okay, top 32. This is quite the meta breakdown, actually. 11 Pendulum Magician, most represented deck in top 32. 9 True Draco, 4 Mech Knight Invoked, 2 Dinosaur, 2 Metaphor, 1 Trickstar, 1 Burning Abyss, 1 ABC, 1 Zephyr. Okay. Invoked Mech Knight has been gaining a little bit of popularity. That deck actually kind of scares me. The OCG pretty much shot down any real hope that they had of playing any sort of variant with this. And this Metalfoe Draco build that has kind of been floating around is actually starting to get really good. Like I said, I messed around and played against Metalfoe Draco. Searching off of your combinations is fucking brilliant. But you're in a format right now that you do two things. You either play Pendulum Magician or you play True Draco. And if you're playing against True Draco, well, you better be bringing in Gamma Seals and shit like that. I will say this, though. Typically, if your opponent breaks your board with handing you a Kaiju, it's not 100% detrimental. You're not going to be fucked 7 ways to Sunday type of thing, but it certainly fucking hurts. And it's really annoying. I think the worst part about just getting handed a Kaiju is you're just like, really? I mean, I will say this. The loss of Masterpiece, or the loss of Dynamite, has really hurt a lot for people wanting to play the deck. But Majesty Maidens into the 4 trap cards, it's just a watered down Monarch deck at this point, but it really is the draw power that helps out the pure version. But the Metalfoe version, ooh, triple combination, ability to Pendulum Summon, the ability to throw out incredibly big monsters in addition to what you're doing in Alcahest, still pretty good. Top 16, we ended up seeing, what was it, 7 Pendulum Magician, 4 True Draco, 1 Trickstar, 1 Burning Abyss, 1 Metalfoe, 1 Mech Knight, 1 Dinosaur. That's a lot of True Draco that lost going into top 32 into 16, and there's still a lot of Pendulum Magicians left. But True Draco was the problem, am I right? Just because it won a YCS doesn't mean that it's an issue. It's meant to be a hard counter to the meta. And the deck's doing just that. Top 8, you had what? 4 True Draco, 1 Metalfoe, 1 Burning Abyss, 1 Dinosaur, and 1 Trickstar. Every single True Draco person in top 16 made it into top 8. That's impressive. And every Pendulum Magician player, all 7 of them got beat out by the other side of the meta, leaving Dinosaur, Trickstar, Burning Abyss, Metalfoes, and the last 4 True Draco stand there. That's impressive. I'm more happy about seeing Pendulum Magician get wiped off of that side of the equation than I probably should be. But it's still really cool seeing that, sure, the best deck in the format is supposed to be Burning Abyss, but when you bring things together like this and the mentalities come through, the decks that are beating out Pendulum Magician seem to be the most successful. And this is a very excellent rendition here of just, woohoo, we fucked the meta. And of course, getting into top 4, it's True Draco versus True Draco, and then Dinosaur versus True Draco. Sorry, Rogue. You guys got into firefights with True Draco. It's not really a lot to say there. I mean, at the end of the day, True Draco was an excellent meta call for a 500-man YCS. Mountain, stop your opponent's hand traps. I think a lot of the things that people are kind of getting mad at here is, oh no, hand traps are supposed to be the god all send, but True Draco's playing a Mono Iwado to normal summon it, stop your immense board. I think the way that True Draco is going at the moment, it's good because it shows that these giant boards being made turn 1 have a way to be stopped. I'm sick of this vortex bullshit, you know. And then all of a sudden people are like, it's not fair that my turn 1, my investment of 7.5 minutes is allowed to be stopped by your 1 normal summon. No, I think it is. I think that's progress. Back in the day, when we used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in Teledad format, you wouldn't make these giant boards. You know, you'd be playing the game over a couple of turns. To see a deck come out of the woodwork and do this, I would say that this is progress over regression, honestly, because you have a deck that is stopping the combos of the other decks and trying to make its own way to play the game. Seems like progress to me, but many people are going to disagree and tell me I'm full of shit either way. Outside of that, things were honestly looking pretty interesting this YCS. Very diverse top cut. I will say that. I am impressed by the sheer amount of numbers that made it into this top cut. Invoke Neck Knight seems to be the rogue deck that many of your players are turning to this format for some odd-ass reason. I don't know what it is with the Invoked Engine and just really large monsters and negations, but people fucking seem to love the shit out of that deck. And I don't know what it is. Is it just really large beaters? Is there just something about Alistair that people like? Purgatrio OTKs? You know, what is it that draws people to Mech Knight Invoke? Like, I have one friend that plays the deck religiously. He loves the deck. But compared to the rest of the meta, I'm honestly not that entertained by it. It doesn't do what I want it to do. And by what I want it to do, I mean, lol, masterpiece. Oh, I got Kaiju. Well, cry every time. Anything particularly interesting come out of this YCS? I think the exploitation and better acknowledgement of Metalfoe Draco is actually really big. Granted, people, you're either on the fence with one side of the meta or the other, but that middle ground with Metalfoe Draco, I keep saying this a lot here, but god damn it, sacking off a combination to search is really fucking good. Like, the ceiling for that deck, I feel, at times can go very high. Maybe I'm just wrong, or maybe I'm just severely impressed with the Metalfoe engine in general, but Alcahest is a hell of a card. You have a spell card that you can pretty much dump in your graveyard at any time to draw a free card. Like, maybe I'm trying to dick ride this a little bit too hard in terms of just what that deck can actually do. Or maybe what I've seen the deck do is just the 1% that it does, and the boards are just subpar most of the time. But this is something about that. And then that's what we're going to talk about here. My boy Dante back at it again. Earlier in the format, I was talking about BA being a relevant meta choice across the pond in Europe. Well, here we go. Once again, Burning Abyss coming back out of the woodwork. All of the beautiful fans of Dante are just like, he should have been banned a long time ago. These are also probably the same people that are saying that Masterpiece is the problem when he's just one more card that lets you try to play the game. You know, what about Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon over here? What about those negations that they got? But it's still impressive to see that BA is even still holding its own in today's metagame. I think I'm more impressed about Metalfoe Draco than BA, but still seeing Dante be relevant with Beat Rice and the rest of them, you know, it's pretty impressive. Overall, this YCS proves that if you go into an event with the mentality of this is how I do this. If you go into an event knowing that the best deck you have to play against is the best deck, and you actually have a surefire counter method to do it, and your rogue matchup isn't shit, then you will have some sort of success. I mean, I use this, you know, point to look at True Draco in this sense. Just be like, went into the event knowing it was the the best counter pick that you could pick, and you rolled with it. You know, ain't no kaiju's gonna ruin your day. No siree. Plus, normal summon mountain doesn't let your opponent negate your card demise, which is pretty good. I like my opponent not being able to refute and rebuttal what I am doing, and I can just move along with my day. Progress is progress, though. I think you have to answer degenerateness with a degenerateness, contrary to popular belief. It's typically the best thing. What do you think about YCS? Pay a lot to go. Tell me what you guys think, and that's all I got, guys. Do Serenos. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night for what it's worth. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel, and join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.